From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
With the government back open and no resolution for the Deferred Action Program, protesters on both sides are speaking out. The latest on the debate.
Border ranchers tell Cronkite News they see a decrease in migrants crossing into Arizona, but an increase in drug smuggling.
No one expects to be in an active shooter situation. How Valley Police are teaching the public to prepare and save lives.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Tyler Paley.
And I'm Noelle Lilly. Thanks for joining us.
The end of the government shutdown is bringing a renewed promise of congressional conversations on immigration reform. And late last night, supporters and opponents of the Deferred Action Program faced off in the Valley. Cronkite News reporter Lillian Donahue was there.
As the sun set Monday evening, the noise on 24th Street grew louder. Each group, pro-Dreamers and Trump advocates, seemed to drown each other out in front of the Arizona Republican Party building in Phoenix. While on Capitol Hill, Democrats struck a deal to refund the government, getting a commitment from Republicans to bring the immigration issue to the table. But many Valley DACA recipients remain skeptical.
Shutting down the government really doesn't do anything for DACA recipients. You know, permanent solution does, and so that's what we were looking for.
Nearly 26,000 DACA immigrants are affected in Arizona alone.
We have to look for the better good of everyone, and the better good of everyone is to be united with our dreamers.
Just as one side of the street has those who support DACA and want to create a DREAM Act, the other side of the street is in protest against that, and there are immigrants on both sides of the aisle.
I am originally from Slovenia, and I end up in this country by destiny, I believe.
Veronica says it took her nearly a decade to gain citizenship, and she could not bring her son along. Yet she still stands opposed to providing protection to undocumented immigrants.
I cry every day in my heart because I miss my son so much.
They bring their parents, they bring their aunts, their uncles, a chain migration. It's not just about those 2-year-olds when they came here.
But many Dreamers say they are ready for action and not going to give up.
It's our faith that gives us hope.
In Phoenix, Lillian Donahue, Cronkite News.
The deal to end the shutdown will only fund the government for a little over 2 weeks. During that time, the clock is ticking on a possible permanent solution on DACA as the March 5th deadline fast approaches.
Drug smuggling at the U.S. and Mexico border has not stopped despite the Trump administration's tough talk on borders. Cronkite News reporter Alexis Burdine is in the broadcast center with more on how those closest to Mexico are impacted.
The U.S.-Mexico border is almost 2,000 miles long, 362 miles of which are shared between Arizona and Sonora. I traveled to the areas near Bisbee and Sierra Vista and spoke with a rancher who's seen a shift in the kind of immigration coming through over the past year.
John Ladd's southern Arizona ranch straddles the international boundary with Mexico, 10.5 acres of beautiful farmland. But this pristine scenery, he says, is constantly interrupted by drug smugglers crossing through his property into the U.S.
Human backpackers is what we call mules, and 50-pound packs in the back and 20-pound belly bundles. So they're packing 70 pounds of marijuana at a time.
Ladd is a fourth-generation rancher and says in the past it hasn't been unusual to see immigrants trying to cross through. But ever since President Donald Trump came into office, Ladd says the numbers have changed. He doesn't see families like before. Instead, more drugs keep coming in.
President Trump's rhetoric, what he's been able to get accomplished, has pretty well stopped the people on our ranch. What we have now is just outlaws.
According to Border Patrol numbers, the number of apprehensions of undocumented immigrants on the southern border has gone down from almost 409,000 in 2016 to nearly 304,000 in 2017. That's a difference of just over 100,000. However, the smuggling of hard drugs like cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine went up in just 1 year.
Back in 2012, illegal immigrants started crossing into the United States right here by cutting out a chunk of this fence and driving a truck literally across right where I am standing and past these barriers that were put in 2 years ago to stop this from happening.
Tucson Border Patrol acknowledges drug smuggling is still a problem. However, the lower number of apprehensions of regular undocumented immigrants has allowed them to focus more on drug enforcement efforts.
Since then, we've still been able to increase our technology that we have throughout the border, and then our manpower as well has continued to increase.
But for ranchers like Ladd, these efforts are not enough, as they still see drugs coming through their land.
Typically, the ranchers are the first one to give aid to illegals in trouble, and I don't know if we'll ever see a decline in the drugs.
Border Patrol agents tell me they are working with the resources they have and will continue to target specific areas along the Arizona-Mexico border known for drug smuggling. In the broadcast center, Alexis Burdine, Cronkite News.
Each year, volunteers search alleys, parks, riverbeds, and other areas to get an accurate count of the valley's homeless. Last year at this time, a survey found about 6,000 homeless people living in the Phoenix metro area. Mayor Greg Stanton says the count helps secure federal funding for permanent housing resources.
What we're trying to accomplish here is ending homelessness. We want anyone experiencing homelessness to find a path to break the cycle of homelessness.
City officials say having an accurate count is key in determining how many people experience homelessness throughout the valley.
2 more school shootings have rattled communities nationwide. 2 students are dead and 17 others are wounded after a high school shooting this morning in Benton, Kentucky. And just yesterday, a 15-year-old was shot and wounded at a high school in Italy, Texas. No motives have been released in either case. Fear, shock, and uncertainty can inhibit your ability to take action and save yourself in any active shooter situation. Cronkite News reporter Megan Meyer shares with us how local police hope to prepare the public.
What can seem like another typical day on campus can turn to one of chaos and fear in a matter of minutes. Active shooters can strike at any time in any place. Crime Prevention Coordinator for the Arizona State Police Department, Charles Ebersbacher, is helping people be more prepared using materials from the Center for Personal Protection and Safety.
If anybody sees the news, I mean, you just see that it's happening more and more regularity. And it just becomes that much more imperative that people are trained on, a few of the basics just to be able to protect themselves better. And
Ebersbacher shares that evacuating the scene should always be the first response, but that may not always be possible.
The biggest theme that was being spoken was having a survivor mindset of thinking about yourself first, which I think is hard for a lot of people, but getting out of thinking, okay, what can I do to protect myself and move forward?
Experts say in order to survive an active shooter situation, one must follow the key principle of run, hide, fight.
This is certainly not just for the college campus. This is also for day-to-day life when you're at work, when you're in the movie theater, when you're in the grocery store. I mean, it's all lessons learned that can be applied in all those situations.
Knowing the smart steps to take could be the difference between life and death. In Tempe, Megan Meyer, Cronkite News.
ASU is scheduled to hold another active shooter training tomorrow at 9 a.m. on the main campus.
Representative Randall Freese of Tucson introduced a new bill concerning gun accessories in the wake of the Las Vegas shooting. Gun accessories like the bump stock were likely used in the Las Vegas shooting. Bump stocks accelerate the trigger action against the finger, which allows weapons to fire at higher rates. Representative Freese's bill, HB 2023, would make the possession, manufacture, and sale of bump fire devices and trigger cranks illegal in Arizona.
It is very hyper-focused on this multifaceted problem of gun safety, responsible gun ownership. This is very one facet to take us a step towards safety for our citizens.
That bill now heads to the House Judiciary and Public Safety Committee.
Maricopa County Sheriff Paul Pinzone says he has made considerable gains during his first 12 months in office. But critics say Pinzone is not doing enough to change policies that were implemented by former Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Cronkite News sat down with Pinzone today. He told us the sheriff's office is doing everything in their power in a reasonable time frame. But it is unrealistic to change 24 years worth of practices in 1 year.
the faster that you act to try to correct something, the more likely it is you have not set a foundation for a long-term success. So we will be methodical in what we do, and as issues are brought to my attention or as I seek them out, we'll correct on them.
Pinzone says he has seen more exceptional work from the men and women in his department than he has seen any deficiencies this year. Cronkite News will have more of our Pinzone interview on air and online at cronkitenews.azapbs.org. While there are strides in cancer research every day, advocates say the best thing you can do is to prevent certain risks.
That's right. Coming up on Cronkite News, people rallied at the Capitol for new state laws that could reduce cancer risks in Arizona.
Plus, recognizing mental health issues might not be obvious, especially in kids. That's why healthcare professionals are stepping back into the classroom.
I'm Judy Woodruff, anchor and managing editor of the PBS NewsHour. The journalists of tomorrow face a fast-changing media landscape, but quality news remains vitally important to our communities, our country, and our world. At ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, students learn solid, reliable reporting, holding the powerful accountable, and rebuilding the public's trust. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, preparing the next generation for a stronger future of journalism.
As journalists at Cronkite News, we report on stories that matter to you by focusing on the local impact. We dig deeper and work tirelessly to keep you informed.
Live in Wickerburg.
Live in Los Angeles.
In Cleveland. In Washington. In Louisville.
From Jerusalem.
Live in Philadelphia.
From around the world to right here in Phoenix.
At Cronkite News, we report the facts and stick to the truth.
At the state capitol today, lawmakers continued a special session on opioids with the goal of decreasing addiction in Arizona. Among the people testifying today was the leader of the Arizona Department of Health Services, Dr. Kara Christ. Legislators are working on passing the Arizona Opioid Epidemic Act, which Governor Doug Ducey pushed for yesterday. Ducey wants lawmakers to dedicate $10 million to improving access of the opioid reversal drug, to add a Good Samaritan law in the state, and to provide addiction treatment for resources for the uninsured. Today's discussion happened in the House Health Committee. Tomorrow, the Senate Health Committee will take up the issue. The hope is to pass the bill by the end of the week.
The urgency to find a cure for cancer is extending beyond the medical field and into the legislature. Cronkite News reporter Madison Stark has details on a national organization pushing to make a difference here in Arizona.
Today, the American Cancer Society hosted its Cancer Action Network Day at the Arizona Capitol. Two issues they want state lawmakers to tackle: tanning beds and teen smoking. Many cancer survivors, health professionals, students, and volunteers gathered at the Capitol for the opportunity to meet with Arizona legislators and seek support for two bills aimed at reducing cancer risks in the state. One bill hopes to reduce the risks of skin cancer by prohibiting minors to use indoor tanning beds.
With melanoma, it's a pretty aggressive cancer, but I'm seeing it a lot more in younger people versus older people. And we know that younger people are getting melanoma because of increased radiation exposure. And essentially it's because they're using tanning beds at younger and younger ages.
Deborah Aronero Garcia is a melanoma survivor and cancer nurse who says it's surprising nothing has been done to protect the health of Arizona youth in this way.
Really important for me, being here in this state that has one of the highest rates of melanoma in the country, to stand up and have a voice and do something about that.
Red Mountain High School students also had the opportunity to voice their support for a bill that would increase tobacco regulations. The bill would increase the legal age to purchase and possess tobacco products from 18 to 21.
So many people are starting to smoke way younger, and
when they're being affected, like they're showing people that it is okay to smoke when you're younger, when it's really not. It can affect so many more people, and we're like allowing that to like come back into our schools.
In meeting with legislators, students hope to show the impact these laws could have on the entire state.
We live in Arizona, we live with these people, and they're not just affecting themselves, they're affecting others. And we need to like come together as a community and just so much support.
Supporters of the proposed tanning bed and tobacco legislation need bipartisan clearance. Both bills were assigned to committee. In the broadcast center, Madison Stark, Cronkite News.
Retreating from family and friends, mood swings, and a need for more sleep can be signs of a mental disorder. However, these same signs can also be found in a child going through puberty. Reporter Sydney Eisenberg shows us how professionals are better learning how to spot the difference.
Healthcare professionals are stepping back into the classroom to better learn how to spot mental illness in younger people at the Youth Mental Health First Aid Training.
But allow them to ride that out, and then afterwards, talk to them calmly.
My Kid is teaching participants physical and emotional signs of mental disorder in general, rather than linking specific symptoms to specific illnesses.
A lot of these warning signs and symptoms that we're going over can be found in more than one disorder.
These same symptoms can also be found outside of mental disease.
Many of the same signs for mental illness are also signs for drug and alcohol abuse. Particularly with the opioid epidemic, I think we've all gotten a little more diligent about making sure that we're paying attention to those kinds of issues as well.
Moore hopes that today's class will be able to take these lessons to more than the youth they see during the work week.
We may have to play many different roles in a youth life that may have a diagnosis, a mental health diagnosis.
My Kid will also be holding a suicide alertness training next month. In Phoenix, Sydney Eisenberg, Cronkite News.
According to the National Alliance of Mental Illness, 1 in 5 children between the ages of 13 to 18 will experience a severe mental disorder in their lifetime.
Alzheimer's disease is the 6th leading cause of death in the country. Arizona State University will develop a biomanufacturing platform to generate human neurons. This will allow researchers to develop and test treatments for degenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. The $5 million project is a collaboration among an ASU assistant professor of engineering and Biogen Incorporated.
Many Arizonans install solar panels to save money.
But a move from President Trump today could cut into those savings.
Coming up on Cronkite News, why a new tax on solar may increase your costs, starting today.
And those cooler temperatures that have been sticking around are leaving the valley. Which days are in the 80s? Coming up.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. Join us each weekday at 5:30 and 10 as we bring you the top newsmakers who impact the state. We cover the stories in depth that shape and affect our local communities, and we take the time to ensure that all voices are equally heard. For more than 30 years, Arizona Horizon has been your voice and your source for what matters most, right here on Arizona PBS.
Hello from the children of planet Earth.
Exploring, it's the lifeblood of the mission.
Human beings are a curious bunch.
What are we going to see when we get really close?
Just because an idea is crazy, it's not necessarily wrong.
We were on our way.
You don't get anywhere until you've tested the limits.
That carries an intensity you can't imagine.
You could hear people just, whoa.
Oh my God, absolutely spectacular.
It's a rush. We ask a lot of our heroes.
We are at a remarkable moment.
We're going farther than any exploration ever has.
We're tracking news on our consumer beat. The Trump administration is imposing tariffs on imported solar panels and washing machines. This is President Trump's first major trade action of 2018 and follows his campaign promise to get tough on America's trading partners. A tariff or tax of 30% will be applied to imported solar panels, most of which come from China. Tariffs will also begin at 20% on large residential washing machines. The decision comes after the U.S. International Trade Commission determined imports of solar panels and washers had hurt American companies.
It's a very big industry, and you're going to have a lot of plants built in the United States that we're thinking of coming, but they would have never come unless we did this.
The tariff rates will actually decline each year before phasing out after 4 years.
New information from the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office on a possible safety concern for seatbelts installed in golf carts. From 2008 to 2016, the Sun City and Sun City West posses conducted a community safety program to install seatbelts on golf carts. MCSO says they are now notifying all possible recipients about the concern. The Sheriff's Office recommends people no longer use the seatbelts and take the carts to a posse location for repairs. Today was a chilly day, but the weather might heat up.
Let's hope so. Courtney Malley is here with this week's forecast. Courtney.
Yes, this week has been a little bit on the cooler side, and right now we're looking at 67 degrees here in Phoenix, but let's look at those temperatures across the state. But first, actually, let's look at our high temperatures for the day. 70 degrees we reached during the afternoon, and we hit 41 degrees earlier this morning. That is a little bit cooler than our 46-degree average low, but not as low as our record-breaking low, which happened in 1937. 24 degrees is very chilly. As for temperatures across the state, we're looking at 40 degrees up in the Grand Canyon, 36 in Flagstaff, 39 in Show Low, and 66 down in Tucson. Let's bring it back here to the valley, where we are looking at overall upper 60s and lower 70s for our average temperatures. And in Surprise, we're looking at 70 degrees and 71 degrees in Buckeye. As for our 7-day forecast, we are looking at 71 degrees as our high on Wednesday, 76 for both Thursday and Friday. And as your work week is coming to a close, we're looking at 70 degrees for Saturday, 75 for Sunday, and lower 80s for Monday and Tuesday. For Cronkite Weather, I'm Courtney Malley.
Right now, all of the football buzz is surrounding the Super Bowl.
But in Arizona, we're buzzing about the Cardinals' new head football coach.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how Steve Wilks is hoping to get the Cardinals in the playoff picture.
Cronkite News weeknights at 5 on Arizona PBS.
Fridays, it's at Cronkite News, your social sharing connection where you choose the news. Facebook likes and shares, tweets, retweets, and favorites. YouTube views and subscriptions. We're watching you watch us. From our digital home at cronkitenews.azpbs.org to your television, web browser, or mobile device. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Then join us for At Cronkite News, our weekly refresh, each Friday at 5 on Arizona PBS.
The Arizona Cardinals introduced new head coach Steve Wilks today. He was the Carolina Panthers' defensive coordinator last season. Cronkite News reporter Blaine McCormick is back from the Cardinals news conference in Tempe and joins us live in the media center. Good afternoon, Blaine.
Good afternoon, Tyler. The NFL's Rooney Rule came about in 2003, requiring NFL teams to interview at least one minority candidate for NFL head coaching openings. Now, the rule has come under controversy as the Raiders were accused of circumventing it in their hiring of Coach John Gruden. But the Cardinals continue to progress in their minority hirings, as Wilks is the second African-American head coach since the rule's institution 15 years ago.
I think it's great, but it's, to me, what I felt like is, let's go get the best head coach out there. And he was not the only African-American candidate that we spoke with. We spoke to 3.
Wilks also interviewed for the New York Giants and Tennessee Titans openings over the last several weeks before landing here in Arizona.
It's about a commitment to excellence, and everything that we do is going to be predicated towards that. Excellence when we go out on the field, the way we tackle, the way we block, the way we catch, the way we cook the food, all right? The way we operate in the training room, the way we answer the phone, and the way we cut the grass.
Now, the next big things on the mind of Cardinals fan is wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald. Now, Wilks did talk to him, but it did not receive any indication if he will return this fall. Live in the Media Center, Blaine McCormick, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll update the funding for an insurance program that affects 25,000 low-income kids in Arizona. And we'll hear from Dr. Kelly Ward, one of 3 Republicans running for the U.S. Senate.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. How some schools are dealing with the Me Too movement on sexual harassment. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.